Hello and welcome back to another Alliance War. This time for Loki is taking on GWS Ghost Warriors. I'm going to be on Path 1 in Section 1 and Path 9 in Section 2. First fight up is going to be Angela versus Bishop. Really on this fight going in with two of the Odin pre-fights just so I start off completely able to remove all debuffs almost instantly. Really the plan going into this one is just to throw my special ones to get the heal block on, and if I can bait his special twos. If he throws a special one, as long as it's not unblockable, it's nothing really to worry about in this fight. I'm going to be able to shrug off all the incinerate debuffs that he would put on me. So really just coming in, good fight to start the war. Just gotta make sure I land my parries. He does throw a special one, but I've got plenty of buffs up, and with my Angel at 1600, you can see she's shrugging those incinerates off instantly. Get my special one on there to get the heal block. Which is nice. Angela being a global attacker this season, I have a feeling I'm going to use her a lot. And I'm going to throw another special here just to get the heal block on. Got him at special 2. Going to bait this out. Dex out of most of it. I take the first little part of the attack there into the block and then just dex the remaining part of it. But overall, easy fight, came out relatively healthy. I'm not going to have to worry about healing up or anything for the next fight. Next fight up on the path is going to be an Immortal Abomination. And really, plan here, it does have the masochism over time, so I know it's going to be healing up. It's just really to throw my specials again, just to keep the heal block on as much as possible. His debuffs are going to do a good portion of that automatically anyway. And if you notice, once he starts getting a few poisons on him, he kind of heal blocks himself. So just a matter of, once again, making sure I land my parries, get my specials off when I can, and just, getting through this fight as clean as possible. The nice thing with fighting a Mortal Abomination with Angela is I'm going to heal up. Do accidentally walk into a special one there. It doesn't do a whole lot because I did have an indestructible boost on. Just to be on the safe side, I wasn't sure how either Bishop or this fight would go, but overall, you're going to see here, I'm going to end up in pretty good shape. I am not, at this point, really concerned at all about this fight. Looking forward to the next one on my path. Do get backed up against the wall here a little bit, so I'm going to throw another special just to kind of give some room. I've been trying to take special ones, but at this point the fight's gone on long enough. I'm getting a little impatient, so a special 2 is not going to do much to me. I do accidentally take the last little bit of it there, so I don't finish quite at a full yellow bar, but still came through very, very healthy, very clean, and ready for this next fight. This next fight is going to be a Killmonger on node 20, which has got the masochism over time, and it's also got the node where I think it's hit counter fury or whatever it's called. Yeah, there it is, strike counter fury. So he's going to be gaining furies if I don't follow the hit counter. My plan going into this was just to toss special ones as much as possible. I wasn't going to worry too much about the hit counter. I plan on throwing specials as much as possible. Would prefer to limit his furies if I could. There, I messed up and did a double medium, and so he's already got 3 furies on, but I feel like I should be able to do good damage. I do have the white Magneto pre-fight on, so I'm able to parry him effectively. My special ones, while not landing the armor breaks, they do land long enough to remove his armor, so I don't have to worry too much about the reverberation. And really, the other part of my plan that didn't really work well in this fight was I wanted to debate special 2s. I can't evade the dagger tosses on his special 1 consistently and reliably, so I take them into block. And as you see here, as this fight goes on and his furies get up there, it does a significant amount of damage, and he just kept throwing special ones after special one after special one. Pretty much as soon as he got to a special, he was throwing it. You know, maybe not there, I wouldn't say that, but yeah, so there's another one. Wasn't really concerned about dying. I just was concerned about trying to save as much health as I could, so I wouldn't have to use too many potions. But through section 1, 3 fights there, relatively clean. Do have to heal Angela up because I do need her for one more fight, but we're going to move on to section 2. And first up in section 2 is going to be a Vision Aarkus. I did apply the shock pre-fight to Aarkus so that when I went in with Black Widow, I wouldn't have to worry about waiting out the shock phase. You know, she's going to start in her immune to bleed phase, you know, or mode, and you know, with the additional shock resistance from Odin, I can pretty much just take this as a stun immune fight. You know, I don't want to parry. Plan is to just throw special twos. I do have the Mystic Power back boost on, so you know, this should be a pretty quick and easy fight. You know, able to remove his power gain, which is really the only thing that I was worried about on this node, was that he would accidentally gain too much power and get to a special 3. But fortunately, you know, without having to bait and dance around a lot, he's throwing those special ones, you know, on a pretty regular basis. And you know, I think 1 or 2 more special 2s, and this fight is all over with. And there we go. Almost a full yellow bar, finished 99% health. Very, very clean fight. And the last fight up on the path is going to be an Angela versus Thing. I was a little worried about this fight because, you know, the longer Thing fights go on, the higher the chance of messing up its rock stacks and getting yourself either backed into a corner or, you know, accidentally hitting into him when he has 15 stacks and, you know, him going unstoppable and, you know, smashing into you. You do see here that Yusafa is putting on a pre-fight for me from Galan, or however you say his name, so that I'm going to be able to go in as a Cosmic Herald. Don't know if it does much for this particular fight, but you know, it's just something that we could do. So really, you know, as you saw, plan going in, watch his rock stacks, you know, try to hit into his block when I can to remove the armor ups so that I can do, you know, some decent damage. I am going to trigger protection a few times here, but you can see there, you know, just wanted to, you know, get the armor down, and for some reason I just couldn't not back up. I tried to dex out of that, but it just didn't work. So, you know, really just trying to maintain a good rhythm with the rock stacks. You know, that's why I threw on an invulnerability boost. I normally, in a lot of Thing fights, take a special or 2, just because, you know, if I'm having to bait a special, sometimes I get caught on the dash back and just don't clearly get out of the way. I am saving my special 3 here in case I get backed up against a wall and need the extra spacing. And once again, I took a special 1 to the face. You know, it's not doing a whole lot of damage. You know, I am fairly heavily boosted just to prevent that. I've got Angela healing herself up. You know, so, you know, he's down to roughly 15%. Keep triggering with protection, which just lengthens the fight. He's got 4 armors. You know, he's sitting at 10 rock stacks. So I think here what I'm going to do is 4 hits and then my there we go. So get him up to his 15 rock stacks. I'm going to bait that special. And down to 5%. You can see once that protection gets on, I do very little damage. Assassins is preventing some of the rock stacks from forming, which is what was throwing me off a little bit earlier. but we do get through it. Full attack bonus, not as clean as I'd like, but still come out very, very clean. And for the war, that is all that I'm going to contribute for this particular one. But for the season, I am now up to 11 kills, 0 deaths, and for Loki, has started the season 2-0. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.